Peace. $1.50. 2G what it is. 2G being 2000. What it is being the rest. 2G what it is. YouTube Corporation. Peace. $1.50. Listen. YouTube Corporation is about, making sure the content doesn't wander off or not be sound content so that the channel can flourish. You know what I'm saying? When a channel can flourish, it's based on, getting a Lamborghini, getting a Porsche, getting a Ferrari, and having a sound channel. Because I have channels, I have other channels, platinum members, $1.50 YouTube Plus. I have other channels, but that's not what this is about. This is about 2G24, 2G being 2000, 24 being the rest, 2G24 being a time that you can grow in the same place. You can have your Nikon D5600 and grow in the same place and know that your information is sound. You know what I mean? If you take your iPhone 11 and push your iPhone 11 the same time that I push my channel, you know what I mean? You should be in no less of a place. Your channel should grow accordingly. It might grow faster because I take my time with my vlogs. I make sure I make sure everything's 100%. So I don't always vlog the same time as everybody else. And I got a lot more yards to gain. It's 100 yards on the football field, but I got 200 yards to gain. Vaccine distribution, getting the Paxlovid pill to Amazon so that the influx of patients aren't congested in the hospital in a way that the full-blown patients can't be treated because it's too much attention on the people that just found out they got COVID at the party, just found out they got COVID at the night before. So that's different. That's different of an approach to have your YouTube channel, YouTube Corporation, geared that way. You know what I mean? Getting the Paxlovid pill at Amazon. The hip hop headquarters. Now the hip hop headquarters is a little bit different. The hip hop headquarters is about getting hip hop to have sick pay, hip hop to have retirement, hip hop to have sick leave, hip hop to have bail, hip hop to have courtrooms, hip hop to have police, hip hop to have judges, hip hop to have a temple to guide you along the way. It's no guidance right now. It's never any guidance, no training, hip hop training. It's no training, it's no guidance. Everybody's just dropping out of school and say they want to make an album. You have to read and write to make an album. You have to know how to understand what you're saying to people in the event of them getting upset one day and saying you made them do something that they didn't want to do or something. You have to have training for that realistically. Even though people don't have training, they have the ability to control people's minds in a way that somebody can shoot somebody and say they heard it on your album and it be logically, some way of connecting you to the shooting. I never suggest anybody follow what I'm saying and go shoot somebody. It's within reason of the logic transferring as opposed to actual gunfire. When I say something like it's the fault of the white man. Fuck that. Pistol grip 12 gauge shit, remove a nigga heart. It's to the extent of the logic, the understanding of somebody's heart being in the wrong place, and that's where your focus should be, as opposed to somebody saying the white man made him do something. You know what I'm saying? The white man didn't make you do nothing. The 12 gauge will remove a nigga heart. You know what I'm saying? And there's an understanding attached to that. It's not. And what would happen is I would show up if it was any different. I would show up saying, well, if the person's heart was in the wrong place far off enough, defend your life. You know what I mean? If you have to defend your life at any point, listening to my music, defend your life first and foremost, because nobody should put you in jeopardy of what they believe in, how they feel, what their emotions would suggest. I seen somebody watch the football game, trashed the place, broke the screen TV, chased the people out of the house. I seen that on Twitter. You know what I mean? So nobody should say the football team lost and they start chasing you around. You know, it started to get kind of crazy. So hip hop headquarters has that type of direction. You know, you need to buckle down, and understand that you got million followers, million fans, and what you teach your fans is going to be a result of what they learn. You know what I'm saying? When you got that situation with the hip hop headquarters in one place, vaccine distribution is another, and I'm gearing my content on my channel a certain way, what happens is you can grasp what I'm saying, or it can go fly by you and you end up in jail or dead. You know what I'm saying? I have that type of content where I talk infinity, but infinity doesn't mean dying. On my channel, infinity means Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. You know what I mean? Infinity is everything you're supposed to have, and infinitely being no less of a place. Should something show up so that you would have everlasting life, you be in place with all the amenities. That's infinity. You know what I'm saying? That's infinity. When you hear me say infinity, I'm saying everything included, and should anything, because everything is done the way it's always done. You know what I'm saying? And you die. You know what I mean? You die and you never come back, and it's no infinity. Well, infinity on my channel, YouTube Corporation, infinity, it's a Mercedes-Benz video I have where I speak of infinity. And the name of it is, I forget the name of it, but it's power of suggestion, something to that effect. Power, the mental something, I forget exactly what the title is, because I have it's like 50 channels or 50 YouTube videos that I created on YouTube Corporation. And to remember every last one of them is not always, because I got like 12, 13 YouTube channels also, and remember those YouTube videos on each channel is kind of demanding on who I would be. But I do remember the video. I will remember it because it's right there. But you know how it is sometimes. So anyway, YouTube Corporation is going to have the hip hop headquarters content. It's going to have vaccine distribution content, and most importantly, when you see my videos, I do business with road cars currently. Directly, I do business directly with road cars, RO cars. It was agreed, we had an agreement, and after some time had passed, the agreement wasn't satisfied, but I was still allowed to make YouTube videos with the content that he creates at RO Cars. I don't want to say it's not a good company or nothing like that. That's not the case. Time transferred, and the agreement just kind of fell apart. But nothing less than the direction. I was told to call back in the next quarter, the end of this quarter. So the end of this quarter would be March. That would be the end of this quarter. And we had some agreement. I'm trying to make the content, and the content be real content enough to have access to the amenities. You know what I'm saying? Because the amenities, RO Cars, they push their joints. You know what I mean? They have Mansory joints. They have all types of companies that design Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches. Design them, redesign them, put the spoiler on it, put this exhaust on it, make it carbon everything, carbon fiber, this carbon. They do it up at RO Cars. So I'm trying to link up with RO Cars a certain way where I had my own content. You know what I mean? That was the understanding that we had. I would have my own content, and link up with them and have access. You know what I'm saying? So you got hip hop headquarters, you got vaccine distribution, you got automobile industry. Because I'm not just talking about RL cars. RL cars is they have new cars, but they don't have they have new cars, but they don't have a Porsche industry. They don't have a Porsche manufacturing company. They don't have Lamborghini manufacturing companies. They don't have Ferrari manufacturing companies. They have not used cars, but they have new cars. But they just have different kinds of cars after they redesign the cars. They have cars like that, but they always new. They usually new cars. And the automobile industry, I talk to Lamborghini directly. I talk to Porsche directly. You know what I mean? So it's like we communicate on the internet and rarely on the phone. And Ferrari is, right neck and neck. I have a large majority of automobile companies that I talk to directly. When they show up, we either communicate or we don't communicate. Bugatti communicates, but we communicate rarely. I communicate more frequently with Lamborghini and Porsche and Ferrari. BMW at times, but we kind of parted ways to some extent because it put a strain on the demand, the supply and demand. I'm a customer, ultimately, of BMW. I'm a customer of Lamborghini. I'm a customer of Porsche. I'm a customer of Ferrari. So as being a customer and being a business professional on YouTube, I have the option to be a customer and a business professional. So we've been figuring this thing out where we're gonna do business and push Infinitide too. You know what I mean? So I'm at Century 21 Real Estate. Because the chemistry of real estate and automobiles and clothes and fashion and trends kind of play hand in hand. So when I'm gearing YouTube Corporation a certain way, it's based on having everything universally in the same place. It's a universal understanding. I'm Dolla50, right? You understand Dolla50. The number 15 and the letter O being the 15th number in the alphabet is a universal principle in time. I plan on pushing it into Infinitide. I'm Dolla50. 15, the number 15 and the letter O. The letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. So when you get to the letter O, when you count from 1 to 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then you say, what letter of the alphabet is it? The letter O. So you have 1, 5, O in the same place universally. That's universally 150. I'm Dolla50. I push a Dolla50, 150, 150. Some people combinate it, 105. You know what I mean? Some people combinate it. I try not to combinate it because it gets too confusing not saying Dolla50 the way Dolla50 is spelled out. And when I say universally, phosphorus on the periodic chart is the 15th atomic number for phosphorus on the periodic chart. Now, when you got that type of precision, I'm talking Infinitide, the chemistry is going to be moving around. You know what I mean? I move the chemistry around on my own at times. But, I really take phosphorus and mix it with nickel and another atom. I don't do that, but people do that. Some people do that, and when they do that, they come up with a formula to Infinitide. See, up to date, Infinitide has been a place in everybody's mind, like eternal life has been a place in everybody's mind where you would remember who you were from lifetime to lifetime. It's never been done before. People never remember who they are from lifetime to lifetime. It's always, it seems like I've been here before, and it's never completely a sound understanding. Well, I have inventions like the nerve tester where the sincerity of a scientist as a child, not looking at black and white, not looking at big, fat, small, tall, looking at an invention, making an invention, a nerve tester, and it being a sincere place in my mind as a scientist that I was redirected from. So the sincerity, authentic presence of the nerve tester is more than enough to be in no less of a place than $1.50 or 150 or 15 in the letter O, and phosphorus being 15 on the periodic chart, all combined, intertwined in one entity to reach infinity. Infinity, in my estimation, has to be a place for peace. But violence makes its way everywhere. Violence has to exist. Without violence, there's no peace. So when there's violence and there's peace also, you can get to infinity, because it's like good and evil. It's like hot and cold. It's like big and small. These principles are negative and positive. They create power. They create energy. When they create energy, you have the option to gear your energy towards infinity. It's my estimation. That's my own personal estimation. If I could possibly break through science, the scientific boundaries, and remember who I am from this lifetime to another lifetime, I'll be the most, I might learn how to fly one day. It's no end to infinity because it's never been done before. And all of the scientists and scholars listen to what I'm saying, usually musically. And, if you're gonna follow my channel, throw a like on there. You know what I mean? This is just my trailer. Throw a like on there. I'm in different places and musically on my videos. If you watch video to video, I'm not in the same place from video to video. One video, I might curse and say, fuck that. Pistol grip 12 gauge shit, remove a nigga heart. Every now and then, I say something applicable to, some of the extremes that are present. But I won't suggest that people go out and remove nobody's heart based on what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying, and it has some type of logic attached to it, where I'm not saying walk around removing people's heart. I'm saying, before you blame the white man for what you're doing, blame yourself. And the repercussions will be before you the same way you put them out. Things like that. I'm not just saying, remove nobody's heart, and, that's what I said in the music. Because people in the court process are taking people's music and using it as literal evidence. You can't be literal with music. Music is not literal. You can't, each situation is different that presents itself, and you can't be literal with music. So hip hop training is real, as well as your First Amendment rights to freedom of speech being real. When they start taking content from people's music and using it against them, what happens is it's a violation of the constitutional rights to freedom of speech. But they try and make it legal to invade your space legally. You know what I'm saying? They try and make it legal, but it's not legal. It's not legal, and the repercussions will follow. The legalities can be substantiated because everybody has the right to speak. The law states that you have the right to speak. The constitutional law to speak is in one place, but everyone has a right to speak as a human being. As a human being, we speak languages. We speak as people. So having that right is not written on a piece of paper. Having the right to be free It's not written on a piece of paper. It's written on a piece of paper. The abolishment of slavery, it's written on a piece of paper, but it's your right to be free that comes first before that's put on paper. So the right to speak freely, same way they use your content for music and try and prosecute you, the right to speak is what it is before they can do that. They can't do that legally, but they do it, and legally they have to be accountable for their actions. So saying that to say, this is just a trailer of YouTube Corporation. This is just a trailer. Hip hop headquarters, vaccine distribution, automobile industry, 2024, 2G24, and the list goes on. Infiniti, I speak of Finiti every other video. Infiniti. They say I'm Finiti crazy. I should be free. They should have access to me for nothing. You know what I mean? Some people feel that way. I don't feel that way. I feel like if I'm working right now, expressing to you that I need your likes to show up, subscribe. If I express that to you, take time out to express that to you, I expect you to put your likes up there. I expect you to put your subscriptions up there. Make sure you donate at 1,000 Million Foundation. All you have to do is scroll down. It's a little yellow donation button. You click that, you put your credit card number in, and you donate any amount you want, any amount. 1 million, 2 million, it don't matter. I'm pushing Infiniti, hip hop headquarters, vaccine distribution. It's not about money. It's about resources that would assist me in remembering who I will be in this lifetime to the next for Infiniti. It's the hip hop headquarters having sick pay, bail, courtrooms, police departments, temples, hip hop transportation even, where hip hop transportation would be afforded, where you would have an album, you would have content on YouTube with 1 million views and be on a Greyhound bus trying to get a record deal, and somebody saying, can you move your leg over? And know you got an album coming out. Know you got an album. Know who you are, because you got 1 million fans. Know who you are, and pushing up on you on the bus, just somebody on the bus that just know who you are. So hip-hop transportation is a reality. Hip-hop bail, hip-hop training. Hip-hop training is going to be most important for Infiniti, because if you can be trained to Infiniti with the precision of phosphorus being the atomic number 15 being for the number for phosphorus on the periodic chart, that's universally somewhere else. 15 letter O, the nerve tester, that's somewhere else mathematically, universally. But, you have to take time and say, listen, this is what I'm doing. And people who have the option to follow is YouTube Corporation. Click on the link, donate, Peace, $50. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel as a trailer. But when I say donate, I'm saying go to Twitter. You can just just go to Twitter and find me on Twitter and donate that way. So nobody can just easily follow you. I could put a donation button at this channel, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you the option to find where you donate at and donate. Subscribe. Put a like up there. I don't see no likes or nothing. They don't tell me nothing. It's a new channel, and they don't tell me nothing every time. Every time I post a video, this is an iPhone 11. When I told you I generate a certain level of content, this is an iPhone 11. I generate content that's crazy. You wasn't even thinking that on Valentine's Day, February 14, 2024. You wasn't even thinking that. But now you are. Peace. $50. 2G what it is.